Gene Deal just dropped a major bombshell, revealing that Diddy's downfall might go way deeper than anyone realizes. He claimed that the real reason behind Diddy's takedown wasn't just the charges. It was the tapes. According to Gene, Diddy had a habit of recording nearly everything and everyone who showed up at his parties.
You got people like Prince Harry. Prince Harry was at a Diddy party. You got some of the same Universal executives. Diddy made it cool for, I'm just gonna say it like this, man, whites to hang out with the hood dudes. Dude from the hood, he made it cool and safe for them to hang out with the white executives. They used them for that. They used them enough, whereas that now you got white executives doing Diddy-like parties.
Athletes and A-list celebrities all showed up. But according to him, Diddy was secretly recording everything that happened behind the scenes, from people drinking and smoking to even using drugs. Gene claimed that it's very possible Diddy ended up with compromising footage of politicians, actors, and other high-profile figures.
In this trial, it came up. In this trial, it came up. What came up in this trial? It came up that his assistant was right there. And Diddy told him, "You want to show your lord to me?" Gave him a condom and told him to sex the girl right there. He asked the girl, was she all right there? She said, yeah. That's crazy, bro. So now, you think certain politicians, you think certain actors, actresses, they drinking, smoking, we know they love pink pain. You know they got weed all in the air. They dropping ecstasy pills, they dropping some other kind of sexual pill. Man, do you think he ain't got nobody on tape, bruh?
Gene claimed that if Diddy could allegedly blackmail Cassie for $20,000 over certain tapes, it's not hard to believe he might have used similar leverage on others. In Gene's view, some powerful people likely kept doing business with Diddy just to make sure their secrets stayed hidden. He also pointed out that when federal agents raided Diddy's home, they seized computers and tapes, yet none of those were shown in court, while Cassie's tape was. Gene suggested that might be because if the tapes from Diddy's house were submitted as evidence, they become part of the public record, meaning anyone could request and see them.
I just caught a jewel. They used the tape that Cassie sent them, that Cassie had. They used the tape that Cassie had that they showed to the jurors. Why do you think they didn't use the tape that they got from Diddy house? Because that would have them had to log that in. It would have been public record. And at one given time, when it's a public record out of this trial, you could go see it. You could go get those tapes, copies of those tapes, because it's public record. It would have been public record, bro. It's a dirty game out here, man. It's a real dirty game. They are protecting.
Gene also noted that one of the prosecutors involved in Diddy's case suddenly retired right after the raid, hinting that there might have been outside pressure to shield certain powerful individuals.
House and all that shit somewhere. Because he definitely quit. And tried to put that shit off on Trump. Y'all saw what I saw. Y'all saw what we saw, the same shit. Y'all heard the same thing that I heard. They took over 256, cameras and who had that many cameras in their house? I don't give how big the mansion is. It's crazy, man. It's dirty work. Listen, I know it's deeper than what we see. I know it's deeper. Y'all gotta know it's deeper, bruh. Why wouldn't they charge this dude with the guns? Why ain't get charged with the drugs? They just put it in the description in the case instead of charging with it. Why they took 200 some cameras out of there and we ain't see none of the footage or the film? We seen Lil Rob footage in films, and we seen Cassie footage in films. Why we ain't seen that? Because they didn't want that shit to be public record.
Every day, more names keep surfacing in lawsuits and headlines tied to Diddy, and it's got people asking serious questions. Why are some of the biggest power couples suddenly distancing themselves? How did a top athlete get pulled into this? And who's the one rapper still defending him? Jay-Z and Beyonce, for instance, have been moving fast to separate from Diddy ever since the allegations broke. Even though Jay and Diddy go back decades, from Brooklyn roots and Biggie's early influence to collaborations like Young G's and I Know What Girls Like. Now, looking back, those connections seem unsettling as both men who rose from humble beginnings to build massive empires in music, fashion, and business. Maybe watching those same empires start to crumble.
Wright told us that Jay-Z won't be able to stay silent about his connection to Diddy. And baby, she wasn't lying, because Jaguar Wright was just on Piers Morgan exposing the out of Jay-Z. Jaguar Wright was calling out Jay-Z for his silence, saying that now he's gonna have no choice but to talk because he has connections with Diddy, R. Kelly, Epstein, and Harvey Weinstein. She also said that she has victims that have video footage of these freak-offs and what they do to people, and she said that she saw what Jay-Z and Beyonce were allegedly doing to people. Jaguar Wright even said that Jay-Z is the one that allegedly set up R. Kelly because he knew everything that he was doing and he was doing the same shit. And she said that Jay-Z is the one that funded surviving R. Kelly because his best friend for years is Dream Hampton. And baby, she wasn't lying. Jay-Z and Dream Hampton have been friends for years. She is the one that co-wrote Jay-Z's 2010 memoir, Decoded. And as you can see, her work also includes the 2019 Lifetime documentary Surviving R. Kelly. Jaguar Wright is saying that Jay-Z set up R. Kelly on purpose when he's doing the same exact shit, just like Diddy. All of this shit is absolutely insane. And
notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately: Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
These charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucien Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to bid for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous. And everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job.
What makes this even more alarming is that Diddy might be the key piece in a much bigger game. His downfall could trigger a chain reaction that brings down entire celebrity empires and shatters the lives of some of the most powerful people in the industry.
Start snitching? He better. But the only thing I'm interested in him talking about is everything he knows about Kathy Coriana White. See, I know you know what happened to Corey. Diddy, I know that. You and Jay-Z down in Vegas at Tao with Claudia. Why don't you just talk about Kathy? That might help. That might help a lot. Kathy Coriana White, Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died 24 hours after she announced that she was going public with their relationship and the baby while he was married to Beyonce. Was it an aneurysm, Diddy? Or are you the one who paid the same coroner that you... Oh, Diddy, you should talk.
Do you feel the federal government will probably speak to Jay-Z in regards?
They already have.
Oh.
They talked to him before he made that Super Bowl announcement. Isn't that interesting? He was questioned by the feds before he made the Super Bowl announcement. Blink twice. Oh, this about to get fun for me.
So what are your thoughts on all the his celebrity friends that denounced those allegations and were like, this is false, and
Liars.
They were saying, yeah, should they speak up now? Should they speak up now?
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit.
In November 2023, Diddy's ex, Cassie Ventura, filed a shocking lawsuit accusing him of abuse and trafficking. The moment the news broke, people began questioning who else might have known what was going on. Since Jay-Z and Beyonce were often seen around Diddy and Cassie, fans started speculating that they might have witnessed more than they've ever admitted.
Losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything, just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there.
A bizarre conspiracy theory even started circulating on TikTok, claiming that celebrities publicly thanking Beyonce might be their way of staying on her good side. For instance, in October 2024, JoJo Siwa gave Beyonce a shout-out in an award show, saying she wanted to keep the dance community safe. Some viewers interpreted that comment as a subtle nod to rumors, though JoJo later dismissed it, saying people online would twist it however they wanted.
I also have to say thank you to Beyonce. Just thought we would keep the dance community safe.
In December 2024, a civil lawsuit named both Diddy and Jay-Z in connection with alleged misconduct involving a 13-year-old girl, reportedly taking place at an after-party for the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards. Both men denied the accusations, with Jay-Z's company, Roc Nation, calling the claims idiotic and heinous, accusing the lawyer of attempting blackmail. The case was withdrawn in February 2025 after the accuser admitted there were inconsistencies and told private investigators that Jay-Z had not harmed her, adding that she felt pressured by her lawyer to file the suit. Jay later filed a defamation case against both the accuser and her attorney, claiming the false allegations caused humiliation and threats to his family. This situation fueled ongoing speculation about a pattern often linked to both Jay and Diddy using intimidation or retaliation against those who speak out, and even revived old rumors that Jay-Z had been the one to expose R. Kelly's crimes years earlier.
Now that he may start revealing things about other people.
He has no choice. His ego and his addiction won't allow him to do anything different. Anybody who thinks he's not going to talk is crazy. He's got everybody on tape. They all know it. So nuts. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
While many celebrities are scrambling to distance themselves, Kanye West has taken the opposite route. His relationship with Diddy has always been complicated. In 2020, Kanye shocked fans at the BET Awards by calling Diddy his favorite artist, but just months later, Diddy publicly criticized Kanye for releasing a White Lives Matter shirt. Kanye didn't take the criticism lightly and fired back by leaking private messages and making explosive remarks in multiple interviews.
Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these, all you fake hard, you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard, you know what I'm saying? I don't get because you can't nobody anyway, and the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my co-car. So you shut the up about me. Now let me say it calm. You shut the up about Michael. Right. I'm Michael now. Right, Every Michael you can think of, but mostly Godfather Michael now. No.
More recently, Kanye has switched sides once again, becoming one of Diddy's most vocal defenders. Since Diddy's imprisonment at the MDC Brooklyn facility, Kanye has openly shown his support, urging other artists to speak up and demand Diddy's release.
From the front line, you know, man, it's wicked. So you be careful. Yeah. I can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I need you out there, you feel me?
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Have some fucking fun. Yeah. Having no fun. And then get behind the mic, have some fun. Chop up them samples, get that more sleep in, vibes. Yeah. Have some fun, get that smiling. Yeah. These other motherfuckers, man, waste your time, big. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Jennifer Lopez is another name that often resurfaces in connection to Diddy. She dated him from 1999 to 2001, and their high-profile relationship frequently made headlines. In 1999, the two were caught up in a nightclub shooting in New York that left 3 people injured after Diddy reportedly got into an argument with a Brooklyn gangster. One of the victims accused Diddy of wrongdoing, and both he and Jada Lowe were arrested, though her charges were later dropped. However, according to Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal, those charges should have never been dismissed.
And before, like Sean said also, Sean said this also because it's true. Puff had witnesses that come in to testify against Sean and say they saw Sean do the shooting. So her making those statements now, and and the case is over with. It's been what? Well, how many years it's been? 15, 20 years? 15, 17, 15. John went to jail for 10 years. It was in 99.
All Jennifer Lopez had to do was marry a white boy, Oscar winner, for people to stop remembering that she had a gun in her pocketbook. She had gunshot residue on her hands the night that Natanya was shot at that club. For all we know, that bullet came from the gun that was in her hand. And not once has she spoken up for the betterment of that woman. Not once has she donated to her family or for her medical bills that she's still paying, or say something in her defense to stop Puffy from gaslighting her and trying to put hits out on her because he was afraid that maybe one day they would open the case and she still has the bullet fragments in her face. Like J-Lo has said, nothing.
The case became a full-blown tabloid spectacle. In 2001, Diddy and his bodyguard were acquitted, but his young protege, Shine, was found guilty and sentenced to prison. Years later, Shine claimed he'd been set up and accused Diddy's legal team of throwing him under the bus to save Diddy from doing time.
He said, where's your relationship at today now with Puff?
We don't have a relationship at this time, but I wish him the best. I pray for the victims as well. Obviously, there was a trial. The jury spoke. Judge is going to make his determination. And I wish everybody the best. I was incarcerated for 10 years. I don't wish that on anyone. I have redeemed myself. I have rehabilitated myself. I have reformed. So I know that is possible. I'm a beneficiary of second chances. So I wish that for everyone, but I understand and I appreciate victims, just as I, made my outreach to a victim who I didn't even injure. Certainly in this case, I pray for Cassie and I pray for, anybody else that, took the position that they were wrong. So my thing is just wishing everybody well and praying for everybody. I don't have the bandwidth or the space in my realm to fixate on people.
Some of the allegations we hear about now.
I never saw anything that's being alleged. I was incarcerated, so I don't know what this gentleman was doing. I don't know his lifestyle, but I could say someone that was prepared to sacrifice his friend, his brother, his protege, someone that was prepared to have me sit in jail to totally destroy my career, destroy my life, rob me of my freedom, to be a participant in that. Of course, it doesn't surprise me that he would be accused of the atrocious things that he is, because, what he did to me and my family, was to me demonic. That's how we felt about it.
Since then, Jennifer Lopez has largely kept her distance from Diddy, though she's previously admitted that she learned a lot from their time together. In 2024, she released a documentary where she spoke about being mistreated in a past relationship without naming anyone, but many viewers immediately linked her comments to Diddy. Similarly, Usher has mentioned in past interviews that Diddy exposed him to questionable situations when he was younger, though he's remained noticeably silent about the topic.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Uh-huh.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans. Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, they didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
what
like
a
limit.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Many celebrities being mentioned have denied any connection, but there's a growing trail of paperwork, lawsuits, affidavits, and reports linking certain names to Diddy's past and his infamous parties. Legal experts believe this case could mark a major turning point for the entire celebrity world. So, what do you think? Could Diddy's downfall lead to more big names ending up in court? Share your thoughts in the comments below.